Hello everybody. So I gotta tell you something. I've tried to film this video a couple times. I'm not too bright, am I? I have tried to film this video several times, and what I wanted to do was a New Year's Eve kind of look. And I know we're probably not going anywhere. You might have like a Zoom party. That actually might be kind of fun. But as far as like going to a big soiree, probably not gonna happen. I do have this little Dose of Colors single called Block Party, and it's kind of a greenish shimmery gold, and I couldn't tell if it was a black at first. I wore it one time to try it out. Bless you. Dog, bless you. He doesn't care. Tried to use it once and was like, I'm not really sure, but I think it's really kind of fun, interesting New Year's look or party look. I then tried to film yesterday. It got out of control. I overthought it. I tried to use far too many colors, and I think when you use one major shade, like one very interesting editorial kind of shade, I think you just need to go easier with it. And man, I was just out of control. So I figured we'd do some New Year's Eve makeup. I'm gonna try to make this a lot shorter than what I did yesterday. I just put on some QMS Tinted Day Cream. It's not giving me a ton of coverage, so I think I'm gonna use, I hope this isn't too dark, I'm gonna use some of this Pat McGrath Fetish, Sublime Fetish, Skin Fetish. This is light medium 14. So I do have a 10, but I think it's in the other room. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do a New Year's Eve look. Something a little bit more edgy and fun, but still simple. Not a makeup artist. I don't really do too crazy. I'm not gonna do like some sort of landscape. Like I'm not gonna do Times Square ball drop, New Orleans baby drop landscaping on my eyeballs. Not my eyeballs, but eyelids. Just not gonna do it. If I haven't mentioned it recently, I forgot. I do really like this foundation. I've been trying a few other ones, and I forgot how much I like this one. Straighten my hair. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do that, frankly, because it takes a long time. Okay, what kind of concealer do I have? I do have a Born This Way concealer. I might try a little bit of that. Well, I thought I had one of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primers in here, but I don't. I probably could use that. I noticed the other day that I was looking a little bit more textured than I recalled, and I don't really know what I did differently, so I did a couple of face masks yesterday. I'm hoping that things will get better. And then, truth be told, I had some French fries last night. I haven't been making the best choices in the last couple weeks, truth be told. I need to get that under control. Hey, it's a new year and they do things like resolutions. I might actually look into that. This is just my normal regular, because it's conveniently located and I haven't changed this out. I do have a lot of other brow products, you guys, but this is just so easy. This is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And I need to just bring a selection in here so I can rotate through. Here's the thing with brow products. It has to be really bad for me not to want to use it. Like it has to be super waxy, super hard. Most brow products I can get to work because I'm not like, I don't spend a lot of time freaking out about whether they're perfect or not. I do notice when I use this Morphe Brow Gel, that stuff's not going anywhere. That is locked into place. I need to do some like contouring, don't I? I can't leave this the way it is. Super fast, super easy. This is a NYX Wonder Stick. It's got a contoury thing on one side and a highlighter on the other. So my thought is, wasn't expected to do a New Year's Eve anything. Last minute, I need something fast and easy. This is gonna be my fast and easy New Year's Eve. So we're doing fast and easy New Year's Eve, like, oh my gosh, I got invited to a Zoom party. Need to be ready in like 10 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. I need to put a lip liner on because I just can't stand looking at my lips. I bought one of these Colored Pop lippy pencils. This is called a little box of, during one of their sales. Again, kind of a nudie color. Most of them are like nudes and browns and kind of mauvey colors. This one is in the shade Beeper. All right, you guys, I put a little bit of that lip liner on just because I have a hard time looking at my face without anything on there. So this shade, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes because like I said, the last 2 times I've used this, I went a little overboard. I'm gonna start with a Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour cream. I think this is in Debutante. And I'm gonna use this as an eyeshadow base. It's gonna be my primer, my eye base. It's just a shade or 2 darker than my normal skin. So I think it gives a little bit of coverage, but then it also stays put. And I think it'll help the shadow from creasing. My experience with the shadow so far, it shears out. So it goes on pretty pigmented. It does travel. It seemed like I got gold flakes everywhere, which means I probably should have done my eyeshadow first before putting this on. Again, not a makeup artist, not a professional YouTuber either, but I think I've figured out a little bit more of the lighting situation this year. I just really like this as an eye base when I want that eyeshadow to not really go anywhere. We're going in this. Let's hope 3rd time's a charm, you guys. Stippling a little bit into this brush and keeping it at my lash line, and then I'm gonna move it up as less of the product is on the brush. I do feel like this product shears out pretty well. Maybe even too much, but I don't really feel like it's overtly patchy. It's a good formula. It's just such an odd shade and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. At first I was like, okay, maybe I could use it as an eyeliner. And I think it does okay, but it's very, very, very sparkly. Like there's a lot of shimmer, but it's like gold reflex. So yesterday when I was playing with it, I actually used it with Natasha Denona mini gold palette. This ended up almost being like completely lost in that process, and it just went overboard with that. I had to show this out a little bit here. I put on too many of the Natasha products so that it became a Natasha Denona mini gold with an also hint of Dose of Colors Block Party, which wasn't really the intention of it. And I gotta be honest, by the time I was done, I was like, oh my God, I would hate this. And I filmed it. I started editing it, and then I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I woke up this morning and said, hey, you don't actually have to finish editing that. You can actually redo it and hopefully use it a little bit better the next time. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right now. I've got a pretty good quantity of this on the outside, and the shape is okay. I've also been wondering what to do with this product. Phase Zero is the name of the product. It's a blusher. I think the shade is called Making Moves. And it's like this rose gold, super shimmery color, and frankly, I can't use it as a blush. It's just too much. So I'm gonna pair it with this other shadow that I didn't think I could use, and we're saving both of these products by pairing them together. That's such a better eyeshadow than it would be a blush. It's a lot. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of product. You're gonna have it for a long time, if by chance, and both of these items I got in a subscription box. So if you were looking at these products and trying to figure out what to do with it, saved. You now know. This could be a really pretty highlighter, or maybe even a blush topper if you had a dark complexion. I don't, so I'm not quite sure why it ended up coming to me in my subscription. I'm not upset to have it because I think it actually works as an eyeshadow. It's just a lot of it. And I like a rose gold eyeshadow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. I didn't take any more product on this brush. I'm basically just buffing that Block Party into my crease and over the top of that Making Moves blush because I wanted the hint of it. I didn't want it to be like, bam, you have a lot of it. I'm gonna go back into my original brush again with the Block Party, and we're gonna deepen that up a little bit on the outside because I feel like we've lost just a little bit of it here. But I'm keeping it mostly down now because I want the smoky, sultry kind of look. Oh my gosh, yesterday, you guys, when I did this, first filmed this video, I was like, okay, so we're doing exotic. And it was horrifying. I didn't put any more on the brush. I'm just dragging it underneath the first maybe half of my lower lashes. And I'm gonna go back into the blusher. You knew this was coming, right? 2 shadows, you guys. 2 shadows, and that's all I'm using. 2 shadows. It's not crazy, right? We need some eyeliner. I don't know that this is really gonna work the way I want it to. This is Private Society. It's a black liquid liner. We're gonna try it. I think this isn't as rich as I'd like it to be. But I'm just tight lighting the upper lash line a little bit and a little itty bitty triangle at the outer corner. Just to kind of deepen up that. I can't do a wing liner, but I can do a little bitty bitty cat eye. And while I might have preferred a richer, blacker eyeliner, I think this actually serves its purpose. I gotta keep it away from the inner part. I can't really do, I guess I could do a foxed liner if there was a way for me to keep it really at that lash line. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, this is a Milk Makeup long wear eyeliner, and I think it's kind of like a bronzy color, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's kind of a bronzy, it's a softer brown. I'm gonna use it underneath because I've already drug part of that eyeshadow down there and it's gotten a little bit crazy, but I'm gonna take this bronze shimmer all the way across. It just gives it something very interesting, I think. We're going for festive, right? So when I put that eyeshadow underneath, I have like gold flakes all the way down. It's really traveled. And I still have to powder and all that kind of stuff here, so we're not entirely done. We're gonna go in with a little bit of Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm gonna put on a couple coats, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I love this so much better. I gotta tell you why. The gold in this Dose of Colors shade is more of like a glittery gold, but when paired with this Phase Zero blush, again, using it as an eyeshadow, this is more of a shimmery gold, and I think it just complements each other because I have like this gold peach color, rose goldy color that moves into this gold green color, and I really like it. We need some blush, but I'm going to do something here that I could really just sort of gank up the whole thing. I have this Colored Rain blush in Bourjois. It's called a Focal Point Glow Lighter, and it is deep and rich and just a really beautiful color, and I think you can strategically use this. And it is a little bit shimmery, so, and because my skin is a little bit dewier with that Pat McGrath, I'm keeping the majority of the color out here up to the outer part, and then we're gonna fix it after that. Now I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm just gonna buff it. And as I buff it, I'm gonna move down. It's weird, a little bit goes a long way with that. But I'm gonna move it up into my hairline a little bit too, just to give you kind of that cohesive, all over sort of glow. If you're like me and don't wanna be too glowy in the center, you go over it with your powder. I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath powder. I'm just gonna use it on the same brush that I was using to buff it. To go along with the rose gold, kind of like peachy color eyes, I'm gonna use this is a Pat McGrath Blitz Trance 135 in Skin Elixir. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, I think. A little rose goldy kind of look. And that is the right shade for this eyeshadow. If I were expecting my makeup to last all night, I might set it down with some setting spray. But more than anything, I just wanted to give you guys some hope when it came to this Dose of Colors or this Phase Zero. I actually like the look. I think it's actually, I mean, it's a good date night look without being too overboard. And I think it's a good New Year's Eve look. I like the lighter lips too because it means my husband might want to kiss me. When you wear a dark red lip, sometimes guys don't want to kiss you for fear that they're going to get lipstick all over themselves. All right, guys, this is it for my quick, easy, really 2 shadow eye look. You can take products that you're just not sure what you're going to do with. And if you guys get those in your subscription boxes, let me know. Because if you're struggling with something and you go, oh, I'll never use that, let me know because maybe I can turn it into kind of a fun night look for a lady of a certain age who might actually leave the house. Maybe even like this. I was gonna do another eye look, but now I'm like, maybe I'll just go. All right, guys, until my next video, bye for now.